Hallo bei musikmachen.de und Musikwelt. Wir sind auf der NAMM Show 2011 und sind jetzt bei Cakewalk. Cakewalk hat gerade das neue Sonar vorgestellt und das gucken wir uns jetzt mal genauer an.
Thank you. I'm Brandon Ryan from Cakewalk, and we're going to talk about Sonar X1. It's a new version of Sonar, completely different than the old versions of Sonar in that it's a new user interface, a lot of new features, makes it easier to work on music than ever before, kind of gets the technology out of your way, and has some also some new features to make your stuff sound better than ever before. So we can take a look at some of the new things in Sonar X1. So in Sonar X1, we have a new thing called Skylight, which is the user interface. It changes the workflow, makes working with the application better, makes it easier to create music, and access all the power without having to mess too much with the technology. So Skylight basically allows you to kind of design and lay out your workspace any way you like, but it's very clean, it's very modern, and kind of very self-contained. So you can see on screen here that all of these different elements, when you don't need them, like the inspector view can go away, the browser view can go away, the dock can go away, and you can just work on the track page and just work with your tracks and edit there. And as soon as you need something, you need some information on a track, you can open up that inspector with the letter I. Very easy to get all the information. As you click, it updates and gives you everything you need. You can get rid of it when you don't need it. It also gives you all your mix parameters, so you see the track and then the bus that it's connected to, EQ. And there's this thing called the Pro Channel, which on every single track gives you this sort of very legendary channel and bus compression that mimics classic hardware. Really, really awesome EQ that has a beautiful sound and is also very flexible in that it can be pure, vintage, and modern. Tube saturation, routing, all this is available to you on every single track. And then over on the right-hand side of the browser, of the interface, there's a thing called the browser, which allows you to just take effects and just drag and drop things right to your workspace. You can drag in effects, audio loops, any kind of plug-in, audio, MIDI, virtual instruments. You just drag them in, and they come up, and you can get playing. So really, really powerful. The control bar up top, when you need all your buttons and controls, you can bring them up, get rid of them if you don't want them. Tools are right here on your middle mouse button, so whenever you need to switch a tool, it's right here. You can change your edit modes right from here. Not a lot of moving around. And then there's a thing called the multi-dock. So you double-click any track, any editor will automatically pop up down here, your console's here. So all these windows live in one single contained window, and you can make it full screen if you want. These views can also be just dragged right out, dragged onto other screens. And then another nice thing is that you can design, if you say, well, I like to browse from the left, and I'd prefer to have maybe my inspector over on the right-hand side, you can do that. Or maybe you want your dock up on the top, and maybe have a console view up here as a meter bridge or something. You can really easily design your workspace however it makes you feel good and how you feel most creative without really a lot of messing around. The tools also have been revamped basically so you can use pretty much one tool for everything. So I can trim, I can select areas, I can move stuff, I can put in fades, I can go in and edit automation very, very easily, go right back to working on a clip, open up an effect, work on the effect right from here. I can even fade effects into the background and get to here. So the whole concept is get the technology out of the way, get all these fiddling around with Windows, and just make a very creative workspace. And we have a lot of capabilities, step sequencers, and great effects and instruments. So it comes in 3 versions. There's Sonar Essential, which has a lot of the power of it for US $99. Sonar Studio X1 Studio $199 has all of the core functionality for $199, and then the producer version at $399, which has everything, all the Pro Channel, premium instruments and effects, and like 15 gig of content, and everything you need to pretty much go make a record with a little bit of talent. So that's it. We're very proud of it. Happy to be here at NAMM, and thanks very much.